two men. One named Rich. That's me.
This is Jermaine. Just got off the toilet.
Oh, he's a foul man. This is the X's and O's of life.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. What's up, bitches? We're back.
I don't know if it's possible, but it seems like I keep getting darker and darker.
I mean, look, I feel like you are now part of the shadow people.
Yeah, I'm
like you're the only person in
October.
You're the only person in Western Pennsylvania that's actually getting a tan, and there's no sun. So, yeah.
Well, I'm joining Debo Samuels and who else did you say?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, and then he was like somebody else. We was like, man,
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I'm joining their crew. They kind of initiated me.
Them boys are blurple. So, welcome back. We keep doing this hiatus thing because we're shitty at our jobs, and we're not going to do that anymore. Now that we're actually on a good schedule, we actually panned this all out, and we just kind of. So here's the thing: the biggest thing about this show, and I've kind of always kind of beat this drum. We've made plenty of mistakes, and you guys have been privy to them. And oh god, so I've always wanted to put out the best thing we could put out. And in the beginning, I thought that was okay. Let's keep pumping out content, stay, consistent, which, yeah, that's obviously a huge part of it. But what you don't want to do is, hey, Jermaine, what's up? Yeah.
Well, you don't want to sacrifice.
Oh no, hold on. Don't ruin my thing. Hold on. Yeah. That's super good audio, right? No, it's fucking terrible. Nobody wants that. Like, you want to be able to have something to talk about, dialogue, things like that. So, though I know we said on not yesterday's football, but Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago. It's like, yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday and things like that. But it's like we literally recorded like 3 days previous to the next day we'd record. So we didn't have nothing to say, and we don't want to do that. If you're going to take the time out, and I appreciate anybody that does that, whether it be on YouTube or Spreaker or Apple or whatever, if you're taking the time out to press that button and support us and support what we're doing, we want to make sure, hey, we're giving you, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just looking at the ticker down below. I was like, yeah, if you want to watch on any of what's going on at that ticker right there.
you're the one with glasses. Ain't that about a bitch?
No, but my glasses are for seeing far away. But when I'm like looking at something up close, I take my glasses off. Because it's blurry. Right. Like the closer I get, and that's only happened.
Batman.
Well, that's only happened since I've been. I want to say in the past 2 or 3 years, man. I mean that over 40 threshold. Like I always wore my glasses close and away, but now it's like my glasses is only to see far away, and when I get real close, like when I'm at work at my computer, my glasses are off because the closer I get, it gets blurry, and that's why.
I wonder how much that has to do with years of you staring at a computer screen. I mean, that can't be good.
I mean, I never noticed. I mean, it never was a problem until, like I said, recently, maybe 2 to 3 years ago. I just noticed that, the closer I get to things, computer, phone, it gets blurry. I have to take off my glasses to. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, that's terrifying, but interesting. I mean, now I'm just thinking about like how you're just going to straight up Mr. Magoo stuff. So that's going to be fun.
I mean, that's probably why you see me on this podcast, take off my glasses, put it back on so many good different times is because, when it starts getting blurry, I start,
Well, look, just make sure you smile so we can see you. I'm sorry, Debo, my bad. But yeah, look, just to wrap it up here, now we are on a straight Wednesday recording schedule. upload on Thursday morning. Football is record Tuesday night, upload Wednesday, which I didn't do today because I'm a piece of shit. Sorry. And football is uploaded on Sunday morning for the Saturday episode. So
like you said, I mean, you don't want to sacrifice just to pump out an episode. We're not pumping out episodes just to pump out episodes. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, we got to have 50 episodes by a certain deadline. You know,
right? We don't have a quota or anything.
Yeah, we got to have quality content. So if there's nothing to really rap about, I mean, why would we beat y'all ears up with, you know, some useless information, or, you know, just us, just like you saying, hey, how's it going? What did you do today? Like, what kind of, no.
Right. Like, let's be honest. I don't give a shit what you did today. I don't even like you.
Mutual.
Thank you. I love you, baby. So we're doing a little flip up here because, you know, to be honest, there wasn't really a ton that we have kind of gone through or really have a ton to talk about. So we felt, let's do something a little more interesting, a little fun today. So we're gonna do two drafts, but we're gonna talk about a few quick hitters because I got something I want to talk about that I dealt with again today, and super annoying. But Jermaine brought me up a topic that I had a real quick answer for, and definitely can't make an episode out of it. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it is coming soon, so. You know, you're gonna have that that interesting talk with yourself and that realization that life doesn't matter. And so, what did you bring to my attention? Let's tell the people here.
I don't know what just brought it. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a question. What brought this up too? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I glanced at my check or something like that. And
okay.
Taxes. What the fuck is the use of taxes? Like, it's to me as an American, it's almost like you're paying your rent to exist in this country. It's like, like I know in certain barbershops, there's an owner that owns the barbershop. And then there's barbers that work their stations or their chairs. And they pay this owner a rental fee. Like, they pay him, I don't know, $50 a month or $100 a month to rent out his chair and to use the promotional or the notoriety of his shop to attract customers. Because otherwise, wouldn't they cut these people at home? If they had the clientele, they would cut these people at home. Right. But because they have a place that says barbershop outside, it allows the owner to charge them to rent out his chair. And I feel like we're America's barbers. Like, to exist, we have to pay this ridiculous amount or percentage of our earnings to who? Like, they say, oh, the taxes is supposed to fix the roads and, you know, get me cops that give me fines. I mean, like, what is it doing? Like, I mean, what the forefathers that sat in them fucking rooms with those white wigs on, and they said, hey, let's charge them taxes. Like, where did this come from? It's like, okay, countries that don't charge their citizens taxes, what are they missing out on that what are we getting from paying fucking taxes? I mean, it is a ridiculous percentage of
plumbing, electricity, roads.
I mean, I understand maybe sales tax. Like, if you're going to, if you don't want to get taxed, then don't go out and buy whatever because you're going to get taxed. But I'm sitting here busting my ass for this check, and a percentage of it is automatically withdrawn every check I get, whether I wanted to or not. And it's like, how is that fair? And then you got a nerve when I file my fucking taxes at the end of the year to hand me a fucking percentage of that, or sometimes tell me I didn't pay enough and I owe. Like, what?
Yeah, I don't understand the logistics of it. Yeah, it's supposed to go to roads.
Yeah, to the commit. I mean, like, what? I mean, and it tells you each one of the taxes, like it'll say Social Security tax.
Right. I mean, I think it's a way for the.
Talk about people's Social Security. What the fuck?
Well, you say that until your ass is on Social Security.
Person, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it's just a way to sustain the economy.
In Biden's economy, this fucking economy where I just learned today. Like, I work at a job, like I said, and we mail out letters and things and so forth. And we have like an automatic postal machine. And you put the letters through and it puts this postage on it. Those 60 cents. Like, today's stamp is 60 cents. I went to do the letter today, and this was just happened. I'm telling you, it just happened maybe 2 or 3 days ago. 63 cents. Now, I know it's only a 3-cent increase, but fucking postage went up 3 cents all over billions of letters. Like, this 4 years of this presidential candidate we have now, the economy is absolutely shitbag. Everything went up. Even the postage done went up 3 cents. Like, I mean, it's like, what are we living in? I mean, like, it's just a straight up inflation that is insane. Like, ridiculous to me, man. I just
yeah.
The tax thing. I mean, like I said, I don't know about the other countries. Like, do you know any other countries where
I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, I made a joke of what are they missing out on? I was like, plumbing, water, freedom. I don't know. Like, it's one of those deals where I am not educated enough in that sphere to speak on it intelligently. Nor am I, educated enough to know really kind of why taxes are a thing. All I know is we make too much to get anything back, and it's fucking stupid because we're still like, where's our money currently, though? So it's kind of like, okay, we're in a different tax bracket. We make more money, but hear me out. Here's all the money. Like, it is disgusting, and I'm not going to put it out there, but it is disgusting how much Tiffany loses on a check. And I'm like, cool. I'm glad you make more money. It's super helpful. And by helpful, I mean absolutely redundant. Because now, like, we used to get refunds. Now we gotta, I think currently she looked at it and we're paying like, I think she said something like $3,000. We gotta pay, and I'm like, how the fuck does that work? So
every check they are taking out an inordinate amount of the money you work for. Nobody else.
I lose like 500 a check. I lose like 500 a check, I think. And I'm like,
same here.
And I'm just kind of like, where are you going? Now, obviously, some of that is 401k stuff, so fine. But no, actually, no, that's pre-tax. That's not even counting. Yeah, where the fuck is my money going?
and it's like, I can see if, they say, stop being greedy. We're going to tax you, but you get to choose a organization or a charity that you can donate your taxes to or something. I wouldn't.
Oh,
that ain't gonna make me feel no better, but at the same time, it would at least lets me know where it's going. Like, you're taking it out, and I don't see nothing but a line that says Social Security tax, such and such tax, Pittsburgh tax, blah, 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 and then it just boom, and you look at what you were supposed to get,
right?
And you look at what you've been given, and it's almost like I ordered a meal. And I ordered a meal, and it's
motherfucker took 3 bites out of it and gave it to you.
Yeah. It's like before the meal comes to your table, there's a dude standing there that was like, oh, let me see something. They take a couple shrimp off, bite it, and then they were like, all right, I'm done. Now pass it to them. And here you is with this half-eaten meal. Like, what?
It's like legitimately every time you order a 10-piece, you get a 6-piece. It's like,
like, seriously? Like,
and they just look at you and like, fuck you still in line for? Get your food. Get out, bitch.
He said you ask for a 10-piece and you get a 6-piece. And they look at you like, you got a problem? Keep moving.
Right.
And,
like this isn't new to you. Like, do I need to explain this to you?
And it's an aggressive organization. 2 people, man, you can write it, you can do credit cards and not pay it off. There's 2 organizations in this country. They are gonna get the money from you no matter what. And what's the cliche? Only thing that's guaranteed in life is death and taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 organizations that are going to get their money out of you no matter what you do is the IRS taxes and child support. Child support, if you don't even got no money, if you don't have the money to support that child, they're going to put you in jail until you pay off the money that they deem that you owe.
Right.
I spent plenty of times that I've been hanging out with buddies and they got kids and they was on some deadbeat shit and they wasn't sending the money. And we got pulled over for a simple traffic stop. And cop run your information and they're like, hey, any of them got warrants? A couple times my buddy, and they were just on this podcast, one of them, the one that like Keenan Allen, he definitely got took one time. We were simple traffic stop. They was like, oh, sir, you can go home, but be careful, but we're taking this one. I was like, damn. And I think he did like a month, maybe 2 months. And,
you know what's crazy about the child support thing too? It's based on it's based on what you have, but if you're not working, your potential to earn that amount is based. And I'm just like,
well, they made him sit in jail, and it's not prison; it's the county, but it's still jail.
Right, your freedom
is taken, and they made him sit in jail until they felt each day was taken off a little by a little of what he owed in back child support. And when they said, okay, well, you've done a month and a half, that's enough to pay your back child support. Now we're going to release you and you better get back.
Hold on. How does that compute? How do you?
I don't know what they said he earned per day or how much he even owed him back child support. But he sat in that damn county until they felt it was enough to pay off the back child support. And if you're somebody like myself or, that's working, they garnish it up. It's like you said, it's almost like the 401k. They taking that out before you even see your check. Yeah, it's not, hey, will you pay child support? It's you're paying it. They even notify your employer.
You know what? It's one of those things. If people actually would take care of their kids, they wouldn't have to do that. But there's been, it's just kind of the same.
It's not that. It's not that. I understand what you're saying. I mean, the deadbeat. It's not that simple. Sometimes, a lot of times, I ain't gonna even lie. The majority of the time, it is a deadbeat situation, or the man and the woman just didn't get along. But a lot of other times, it's a fucking stubborn woman that wants to punish the man, and he wants to be in the child's life.
Yeah.
I've heard so many stories where they're like, I just want to see my daughter, or I just want to see my son. They're like, nope. And you will only see him through that courthouse. Like, and it's like, damn, you cruel bitch.
True. That is true. That is true.
It's like, damn. How many deadbeats is out there? Whenever you do finally have a man that actually want to take care of his child, you block him, you pull the Heisman on him? What the fuck? Like, and that happens more than you think.
Does, and it gets buried though. Like that's the thing; it gets buried because it's not like
when you hear the word child support and something goes on between
immediately,
people immediately think the man wants nothing to do with it. All he did was lay down, fuck the woman, and walked out and wanted nothing to do with him. And that's not the case, but it gets painted. It's perceived that way 95% of the time.
Yeah. That's sad, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really mean to get on the child support. But I'm saying child support
It's
and
what
taxes.
we do,
Like,
motherfucker. It's what we do.
he said, don't be surprised by the goofy shit we do all the time. No, but those are the two organizations that get their money out of you. And
Yeah.
Al Capone, notorious mobster, they couldn't get him on nothing. But guess what they got him on?
Mm-hmm.
Tax
Yeah.
evasion. I mean, this is like, it's paying rent to be alive in this country.
Absolutely.
That's the rental fee.
That is a great way to put it.
Who the fuck
Rich
came
white
up?
people.
I mean,
Rich white people came up with this.
And I don't want to punish rich people, but I feel like the only people that should pay taxes is the rich because they have it to fucking. But then it's like the rich is going to come back and say, "What, you're penalizing me because I'm rich?" Yes, motherfucker, you can fucking afford it. If you're not making $250,000 a year, you shouldn't have to pay taxes. But if you are, you should be paying the taxes for the rest of the fucking country because you got it.
Right. It's not going to hurt you. Like if you have a 20% of your check making $250,000 a year, I don't know what that equates to. Is because I mean,
it should almost be like I ain't gonna say a rite of passage, but you should be happy. It should be a privilege. Like guess what? Like you imagine me talking to you, like, man, I'm in a large favor. They taking taxes now. You know what I mean? It should be like, hey, I finally made it in life. They finally start taxing my shit.
Well, you think about it, it is a bit of a rite of passage. It's kind of a status thing. You're like, yeah, I'm in a different tax bracket now. It's like, what's that mean? Oh, I pay more now. It's like, that's not great. I'm like, I know, but it sounds good. It's like,
well, I mean, that would be cool if there were certain people that didn't pay, but I don't care if you're a fucking dude that work at McDonald's or that work for minimum wage. They get taxed and they need the biggest help there is, but America don't give a fuck. They're like, give us ours.
It is a good point.
Like, boo-hoo, give us our shit and motherfucking not go make some more money. It's like, what?
Yeah. And that's how poverty happens. Because you don't have the greatest job opportunities based on whatever XYZ education opportunity, whatever. But then knowing that you are barely making it based on the wage, but then on top of that, now you're super barely making it because they're like, give me my 23%. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Well, I can't afford that. Okay. Thanks though, bye. Like it doesn't matter. There's no like, hey, can I wait till next Friday to take this out? Like,
and if you get a bonus in your check,
it's even higher.
Even worse. It's like, oh, congratulations on that bonus. I'm going to yank even more. Like, what?
Yeah, I think it's like 35%.
Yeah.
For that. And I'm just like,
I remember at said job, I won what's called the Awesome Award, and it was supposed to be $6,000. By the time that thing got hacked up, I may have brought 4,200 home. They took almost 2,000 of it. Like, wow.
For what? And that's the thing. For what? Please tell me, where did it go?
To the cop that just wrote me a ticket.
Yep.
That's where it went.
It went to change.
That put out fires, but I never had a fire that they ever put out for me. But they're there, I guess. For the street cleaners, I mean, like the community, I don't know.
It is a weird thing because we just kind of accept it.
No one, I mean, no one, like, I ain't gonna say questions it, but I mean, people should be rallying and snapping behind this. But it's like you're not gonna get anywhere. And then the thing that cracks me up is some of these presidential candidates, especially the conservative or the Republicans, they're fighting to keep the rich from getting taxed so much. It's like, wow, like, and they support them. Like,
here's why.
Like, because how much money do you need?
Well, because they are those rich people too. So it's like I'm not going to advocate for me to get more money taken. So I get it, but I don't
It's
know.
it's just a greedy type of mentality to have. I mean, like you are in the larger tax bracket, you're getting taxed more because you have it. I mean, there's no rich person out there that's going to go broke from paying taxes unless they sit there and avoid them for I don't know how many years, and then they finally get caught.
Which is
And
ironic because you know who does that? The super rich people that could easily. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's move on because this is pissing me off. Actually,
like I said, I would if it was like an end of the year type of thing or something. I don't know, but each and every check, no matter how many times, if you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whenever you get paid, there's a person there to take a piece.
like it almost benefits you more to not make much money because they take less out of it. Like,
Well, that's when I remember,
and then you
80s.
got to pay because then you got to pay it back at the end of the year. Like, it's not even like you get the kickback. It's like you're gonna make more. We're now gonna take more. Plus, at the end of the year, you got to pay us more.
Will give us a little bit more
It's
too.
like
That's why in
I'm
the
sorry.
80s,
What now?
the under the table jobs was the thing.
Yeah.
You had those under the table jobs until those establishments they got busted and they had to pay fines and because I used to work for remember a guy that remember I said that I worked at a car shop and he just recently passed or whatever. Yeah, it was under the table and he ran it like that for years. Cash in hand, beautiful.
I worked at a beer distributor for a while, and that's how it went. It was fucking awesome because I would literally just sit around and drink all day and watch pirate games. It's fucking great.
Yeah, and he ran it like that as long as he could, and then somebody got word or somebody snitched, and they put him on blast, and from that point on, he was handing out checks with taxes and everything. It was just like, wow.
Yeah. Cool. Now that everyone's severely depressed, good fucking topic.
It was just pissing me off. It's like, man, how the fuck? My immediate thing was, this is going towards the people that are writing me tickets. Like, I don't see the value in cops at all. I mean, I ain't gonna say at all, but I don't know, man. I just never really needed a cop. I've always been in the presence of cops, and either I was a suspect or I was a witness or something like that. I can't recall any point where I needed.
It may be different if you were in the situation where you're actually in the need of said cop, and then you could see the value of it. But when you are either being interrogated or questioned, it's kind of like, yeah, it kind of be cool if you just fucking went away. That'd be fine.
Yeah, I mean,
so I get it.
For a black male,
yeah, I mean,
I could be the one that calls the cops, and by the end of that conversation, I'm the one getting put in the car, and it's like
you got a lump on your head and crack sprinkled on you. So there you go.
Like, I called you, and you're gonna arrest me on the scene. Like, yeah.
So you mentioned something about charity earlier, and I just kind of want to. And this isn't like, hey, here's what I'm doing now. I just thought it was a cool thing. Kind of a door-to-door thing. Dude that was rocking a PBS WQED kind of badge, and they're kind of looking for monthly donations, and I'm doing 20 a month for them because I feel like PBS is good for, I remember I grew up on PBS a little bit, and I know kids still do, and it is it's a public broadcasting, system. So, I'm like, hey, look, I'll gladly do this. And it felt good. I felt like I did a really good thing today. I mean, it's only $20 a month, but it's like, hey, that's my part. I want to be I want to contribute something. So, if they're canvassing your area, dude, if you got 20 to
mean,
spare, I
PBS
get it.
is kind of localized and it's definitely a smaller, more. It's not as big as United Way, Salvation
Right.
Army, because a lot of the time that money gets pocketed by some exec of that
Yeah.
organization. Those kids and people don't see half of that.
Yeah.
Not even half. They don't even see a quarter of it. So
Yeah.
a lot of that is getting pocketed by the executives of said charities.
Well, even if there's something going to the kids, I feel good about it. So, I get it though.
Like PBS is definitely on a smaller scale than those bigger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely always remember PBS. It was always something that was like localized, something that was, mom and popish, as far as a charity goes,
Yeah. So I don't know. Felt good to do it. My other little topic I want to bring up. So real quick, stop being stupid cunts and using your fucking high beams. Okay? I've brought this up before. Stop it. You don't fucking need to do it. This isn't a foggy place. Stop being a fucking cunt. Just stop it. Just stop it. There's no fucking need to do it. There's zero reason. If I'm driving and it's a clear night, which I was today, and you in your F450 because you have a small dick truck,
one fucking light is like that fucking big, humongous. One light is a fucking dresser and shit. Or,
right.
And I told you, I think the last time you brought it up, I used to work at O'Reilly's, and I don't think you can see it, but
just too black.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see
that?
I
see it now. Okay, it's a little green deal. Okay.
I got on. Because I wear it as an undershirt or whatever, or a pajama shirt. But I used to work there, and trust me, the people that are blinding you, they're not doing it by coincidence, and they're not doing it. They're not doing it by mistake. They are purposely doing it. They come into those auto parts store, and the replacement bulb, it's on levels. It's like the one that's below the kind of the factory is like $9.99. Then there's the one that's the factory kind of brightness. Like the lower brightness is $9.99. The factory brightness it goes in tens. It goes like 20, $19.99. And then there's a brighter level, and then there's a brighter level, and then there's the brightest ridiculous. And and those things cost $100 for 2 bulbs. You know how many people came in and bought the $100 bulbs? Talking about, I wanted to be the brightest thing on the road. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, people do that, and it be those motherfuckers in those F-150 Nissan Tacoma, those big fucking things on the road. They purposely want to blind the fuck out of people. They do it intentionally. So whoever was blinding you,
oh, please understand, because you know how I operate. As I drove by them, I then screamed. I'm not going to scream in the mic, but I was like, "Shut your fucking light off!" He just looked at me, and I'm like, "I don't look like I kiss. I don't look like I kiss nice. Please, fucking give me a reason."
They do it on purpose, man. They really do.
It is just infuriating to me. It is the most inconsiderate, because it's counterproductive. Because if you're coming down one side, I'm going down the other side. I can't see. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to fucking hit you.
I'm going to run into you.
Like, and then what are you going to
alert our insurances and the whole nine, and you got to put your shit in the shop, and then you got to get a rental and all that because you want to be an asshole on the road?
And and ironically enough, you probably are going to have to get new lights.
I just ruined them $100 pair.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just something I just saw today, and like it made me snap out a little bit. Yeah, because I just went down from my house down to Coons to get cat food, and 2 separate people. I'm like, it's 8:30. It's 8:30 in a lit. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Yeah. Anyway.
And then like you get the people that's behind you, and you feel like you being, hawked by the popo, so to speak. and they're behind you and it feel like the light and the burn is on your neck, or like you said in your instance, they're coming directly at you and you're like,
well, I had both. I had both. I had one
you could
behind me.
barely see them. Like,
I
whoa.
had one behind me, and then a little later on the drive, I had someone coming towards me. The guy behind me, the way he was doing it, it was hitting the rear view and just banging off the rear view right in my eyes. I'm just sitting here like, I don't. What are you fucking doing? Like, what do you, like, because you know how I operate. I'm a very logical puzzle person. Like, I need to know why you're doing the shit you're doing, so
That's
I
what
can
I was
fucking
saying.
make
Like,
sense of it.
you try to rationalize it like, okay, well, maybe he's doing it because no, it's simple assholism. And that ain't even a word. But simple assholism, and some people have simple assholism. That's just, it's in their makeup. It's in their nature.
So here's my public service announcement. If you are one of these people, please stop. Like, here's the thing. You're proving a few things. One, you have a very small penis. Two, you don't have the rationale to understand you are detrimental to everyone else on the road. Like, it's fuck me twice. Okay, let's get to one of the drafts.
Fuck me running. You know how hard it is to fuck somebody running.
Well, you got to get better at stalking. Anyway, listen.
Yeah, well, fuck me running.
Yeah, that's called a white guy. That's called a white guy skill. Get on my level. So we got 2 separate drafts we want to do, and then we're going to do some promo work after we're done. All right, because we're doing some big things. You know, moving up on the food chain. Just want to let everyone know what's up, what the plan is, and because I don't know, y'all are kind of the X's and O's family at this point. You know, people that are listening, people that have been here from the beginning, people that just started. I don't know. It is a community. It's almost like a community that's growing. It's fucking nuts. Just wild. Anywho, do you want to do my? Well, we're gonna do mine. We're gonna do mine first because I don't know. First of all, how many rounds? We doing 4 like we usually do?
4, yep. And then with mine, like I said, maybe 6 because it's like 3 of one kind and 3 of another.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay, so 4 and then 3 and 3. All right, so we are doing 3 drafts. Look at that. Okay, is that right? Like that? That's how that works.
Well, it's like the second draft is compressed into one draft, but it's like extreme opposites of the topic.
Okay, I'm fucking dumb. All right, fair enough. Okay, so here's the draft. Worst places to poop. Yeah.
So do you mean places or worst times or time and place?
No, time is not a thing here. Okay. It's very much worst places to poop. And you can take that however you want.
Okay. Right up my alley.
Yeah, that's or right out the alley, one of the two.
It's right there where in the intro where that's where I start off.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't touched on. Ew, that's fucking gross. I was gonna say we haven't touched on any shit in a while. I'm like, well, that's probably a good thing for a bunch of reasons because gross. But yeah, we haven't had any grown men talking about poop for a while, so we'll do that. So we'll completely ostracize all of our audience because why not? So I'm gonna start it off, and I'm gonna go a little off kilter here. Yeah, because you're gonna be like, oh, does that really count? I'm like, yeah, technically. I'm gonna say number 1 pick, your pants.
True. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Now, the reason why this is the 101 is because technically it's not a physical place.
It's not.
You're pooping in your, like, where did you poop? In your pants. That's the place that you pooped in.
It's not even a full-blown poop. It's a mistake that you only allowed so much to come out, and then
I
you
would
had
at least you hope so.
yeah.
Um,
If you can control it, yeah.
Now the reason this is the 101 because this can be anywhere, and there's never like an okay time for it to happen.
Never.
Never. There's never an acceptable time.
I mean,
Like,
maybe when you're older in a nursing home and you got on the pair of Depends and you're prepared for it, but even
no,
those
because
people
then you're
don't
not
want
pooping
to
in your
do it. They
pants, you're
don't
pooping in
want
your
to do
diaper.
it.
That
Huh?
doesn't count. That doesn't count because you're then pooping in your diaper. So
But
that wouldn't
even
even.
then, those people don't want to do that. I mean,
No,
it's
not at
almost as
all.
a protection, and if
Well,
they
hold
can't
on.
make it to the bathroom.
No, hold on. They might want to. It just depends. Yeah.
He gave the Jeezy laugh. He said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He gave the
But
snare.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah,
Man.
that's the 101. I'm going with pants. So that's why I said it's a little off because it's not a physical place you're going to. But I'm like, I'm getting this before anyone else. Like it's anybody but me and you. Yeah. So pants.
Number one draft pick.
Yeah.
You could build a franchise around that one.
I wouldn't want to.
Okay. My number one, a porta potty up Mr. John. Those things.
In
A
the
lot of them
summer.
don't even have a fucking toilet seat. And if it is a toilet seat, it's so abused and so you almost want to poop outside because you're pretty much you are outside. If there's a choice between going into one of those nasty fuckers or pooping in the forest and I got some toilet paper, I might take the forest, man.
You know the worst part about the porta potty is you hear like the 3-foot drop of the into the what the fuck is down there.
Oh my god.
I don't think I want to do this draft anymore. I'm fucking nauseous.
I'm about to gag, man. It's like, oh man, it's been plenty of those that I looked at and I was just like I didn't have to poop, or maybe I thought I was and I couldn't go through with it, or I just went in there just to take a piss because they got the little gray little thing off to the side. You take a piss.
Yeah,
it's even hard to even get through that little bit of time that you pissing. You're like, oh my god, this is just disgusting. Imagine sitting there and having it just drop. Like I said, I would, if I had the toilet paper or whatever to wipe myself, I'm going outside. I'll skip the potty, but that's my number one pick.
I'll shit my pants. Obviously. All right. So draft pick 2 here. I'm gonna go in-laws house.
I've done that.
Right.
And
now
the toilet fucking broke.
Oh god.
Well, the toilet was broken. I didn't know. And it was so embarrassing. Oh man.
So there is the common trope of in-laws never like you, right? So there's no better way to endear yourself than taking a shit in their house. So
this is like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas celebration.
Oh, I remember. No, I remember you telling that story.
I remember I told you the dang on, and I said that the toilet didn't. It was like, oh, you weren't supposed to use that one. I was like, nobody told me. And it was just like everybody was looking at me with this literal shitty look.
Yeah.
From that point on, it was just like I was trying to rush us out. I was like, "You ready to go? Let's go." Like I'm as black as a grape, but I turned red that day.
You turned red, yeah. You're out there looking like a ripe blackberry. Yeah, I feel like one, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's strange. Like depending on how you are with that in-law, let's just go with the whole like, hey, they don't like me kind of thing. You already are in like hostile territory. And then you're like, I can I use the bathroom? And then you're not back for a while, and everyone knows what you did, and you're just like it is just
From
like
that point on,
they're talking shit.
if I from that point on, anytime I had to go to the bathroom, even before this toilet breaking thing, like you said, because someone could be gone, and it seemed like nobody gives a fuck you're there until you
You're
get to
gone.
bed. And they're like, "Where'd you?" You can hear them way downstairs. "Where'd Jermaine at?" And I'm like, "You motherfuckers don't give a fuck about me." But all of a sudden, now that I'm pooping, I'm the most important motherfucker in the house. Like,
Yep.
What? And so from that point on, even before that, when I did have to poop, I made sure it was it was like a jump rope. It was like playing double dutch. Like you had to get ready.
Oh no!
Hurry up and then you out. Like you had to try to make it look like you had an extended pissing session and you washed your hands really slowly.
Oh no! What you do is you come back with your phone, like yeah. So yeah, look, I gotta go. I'm at my wife's parents. I get it. I gotta get.
They'd be like, "Why
look, I will call you later."
On the phone.
And you come back, your pants are down. You're like, you forgot the first part of the plan. You just come out. Dick.
He said you come down, your pants is down, and you be like, yeah,
right. You didn't even flush. They're like, who the fuck? What happened?
I'm telling you, man. I knew at them family little gatherings, I knew to get in there, poop as quick as possible, wipe as quick as possible, and be washing my hands and be like trying to hurry and get out and spraying shit and like you're.
Well, I'm telling you, use the
6 minutes.
Use the phone trick. Use it because that shit is official. That shit work. That shit would work. It's like, yeah, look, I get it. Look, I
call. Yeah,
like I don't work today. Listen, I'm back in on Monday. Because then, not only do you come.
Listen, act like you talking to your boss and shit or something.
Not only does that motherfucking proves that you got a job, it proves that you're important and shit. So, right.
Like I said, you got 6 minutes to get in, get out.
6 minutes, dude. I can fire out of shit in about a minute and a half. Easy. No, but anytime I'm on those, I mean, just believe the music that's playing in the background of my brain is the Mission Impossible music, like doom, 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 doom. I'm like just trying to like doo doo doo, trying to get that shit out, because. And you be at those family gatherings, and they having food that you know that's good, but it don't agree with your stomach, like. I don't know, like greens. Let's be honest, you can't eat anything. So
True.
Yeah, you got a sense of
it's
tummy.
certain things that set me off quicker than others. Like I said, greens, hot shit, spicy shit, instant, like helicopter.
All right, moving forward, sir.
All right, let's go.
I should have known. I got on your kink. So I was like, I gotta reel you back in.
So you said in-laws, okay. So my second one kind of similar to the porta potty.
Okay.
And that is in a bar.
Ooh.
Or a club or something like. And those pissers or those whatever, they've been pissed all over. There's toilet paper everywhere. There's piss all over the floor. And not only do you got to try to deal with the embarrassment of trying to take a shit in a bar or a club. In a club, it's a motherfucking attendant in that bitch. And he's looking at you like he's almost like the Ezel from fucking Friday. Like if you don't throw him a fucking dollar, he's gonna be like, "Hey, Jermaine, shitting." You know what I mean? Like, if I see an attendant and I gotta take a monster shit in a club, I'll hand him the. I'll be like, man, keep the sprays coming. Throw him a couple dollars.
God.
So he's Ezel from fucking Friday for sure. But yeah, a bar with no attendant. That bar bathroom is just as abused as those porta potties. I mean, and for you to have to take a shit, like I almost would just leave. Like I would just be like, "Hey, man."
Just fucking leave. Just be done. Just immediately go close your tab.
Well,
Like,
if there are certain times. I mean, there's been times I couldn't. Like I didn't drive, or I came with somebody that I can't just leave when it's time to.
you go behind the dumpster.
Well, I mean, there have been times that I've like tried to find like other places. Like I'll try to find like a fast food restaurant or a hotel or something around. But if there's nothing around,
Okay.
I've attempted. I have took a shit in a nasty ass bar and did, of course, the half like not even sitting down type shit. Like, but I mean,
You're working your quads poops. I guess.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
All right.
yeah, bar.
So this actually could have been the 101 school.
I never had a problem with shitting in school. Now, at school, there were certain bathrooms I knew to go to that were more private. Like the bathroom that motherfuckers come in and every time the bell rings, they come in and smoke cigarettes. Fuck no. Because in Aliquippa High School, those bathrooms that everybody came in and popped their cigarettes and got rid of them motherfuckers didn't even have a door. It was just two brick walls, and it had it had the toilets right there. So if you was, and there was this one dude that he didn't give a fuck. Like you would walk in, and there was no door, and it was two brick walls, and he would be sitting there with his head down, really taking a shit. And I'm like, his name was Timmy and shit. I'm like, is Timmy really in there taking a shit? But see, me, I would find there was a bathroom in the auditorium that was real private. So I would take the walk. I mean, I don't give a fuck how long. Write me up. I'll take detention. If I got to shit that bad, I'll eat it up, But it was either the auditorium or the gym, the boys' gym bathroom. Those were secluded, kind of blocked off. A lot of people didn't come, so I didn't have a problem shitting in school. But
well, I'm saying a very generalized. Just there isn't hidden bathrooms. There's just the.
Oh, if it was the ones with the no doors, whoo, I don't know how.
Because here's the thing. Kids will talk all the shit anyway, but you give them a reason, like that's the next weekly topic. And knowing how your bowels are, that's the next hourly topic every few hours. So, I just feel like that is just almost like reputation.
That would lead to fights. Like, I mean, it's like one of those things where I don't know about your school, but the whole bullying thing, that only went so far before somebody got fed up. And I don't know. I just want one of them people that, I'm not saying that I was, some badass, but I definitely let people, like, if the joking or the shit or the dozens or whatever was going too far, I let them know, like, hey, you better shut up before I fill your mouth up with some blood. And I let them know, like, I will knock you the fuck out. And most of the time that deaded it. Or, I had brothers, you know what I'm saying, because me and my brothers are 1 year apart. So if I was in the 9th grade, my one brother's in the 10th grade, my other brother's in the 11th grade. So it's like, okay, even an older dude, I felt like I had a crew with me at all times. So it's like, okay, you starting to press my button, I'm getting a little upset. Fuck with me if you want to. And I let them make a decision from there. And I didn't have too many problems there. But yeah, like you can't keep just firing in on somebody. Now, I mean, there are people that, you know, they were either single children or they just were somebody that people picked on and they got picked on all the time. And yeah, if that person took a shit, yeah,
Right.
they would get fired on. I mean,
Yeah,
they
just saying,
might
like,
even develop a nickname behind that shit. Like your
Yeah.
nickname might come from that.
yeah, I'm just saying John Q Public in a John Q Public school, and having to do that that is just, god damn, you're setting yourself up for failure. So that's my pick.
School. Wow. Woo.
Yeah.
My third pick. Now the reason why I preferenced at the beginning when I said, are we talking about time or are we talking about places? The reason why I said time, you know the worst time you have to poop?
An interview?
Right before you're about to have sex or something.
Oh no.
And that's
Yeah.
happening where it's like, okay, we about to, you know, you just feel that bubble gut, like, you're like, oh, and I had to pass up something because it was just like, you've ruined the whole mood and shit. But that's why I said, is that allowed or, you know, but that's not a specific place. I mean, because that's right at home.
But
That's a bad time to have to take a shit.
I have definitely cut a real silent, terrible fart when I was getting some attention, and
Some servants.
and she definitely finished. So that's like my crowning achievement, and it was definitely not my wife. I can tell you that for 100% sure. But yeah, that's. All right. So, what is
I mean,
your
does
pick
that
then?
count or should I use something else?
No, we're doing. Yeah, it's the timing is not going to go under it, but it is an honorable fucked up mention.
Okay, so I gotta name another one. You want me to name another one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dang, this is a timing one too. It's like an actual place. My timing one is like I'm stuck in some type of transportation
No, that
where
works.
I can't.
You could
Where
say in
I
a
can't
car.
get like in
a
traffic.
car.
In traffic.
Yeah, there you go.
Like if you're in traffic and it's deadlocked and you got the bubbles and you like, oh my god,
That's
you
when
can't
you look for a
pull
bag.
over.
You look
Like
for a
me, it's
bag.
been times that I've been on trips, and just recently, I ain't gonna say recently, but this was probably maybe 10 years ago, and we were going to, I was headed to Texas, and I was going to see the guests that were on the podcast that's from Texas.
Yeah.
And they had just moved down there, and we were on like the whole family, like, because Puff, bigger dude, he was getting married to the other girl that was on there, the Coop girl, that they were getting married. And we were heading down there from, you know, there was a big van that drove from Aliquippa down to Texas. And that was a terrible drive because Dallas, Texas from here is 24 hours straight. I'm talking, you get up and you leave at 7 a.m. in the morning and you don't get there till 7 a.m. the very next day. And we rented a van, maybe 8 or 9 people, and we're on this van and there's somebody else driving, and, you know, I'm in the back seat, and, you know, we stopped at a rest stop and I got a Subway hoagie. and I want to say maybe an hour later, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't want to make the whole, you know, van stop. I'm like, oh, could you pull over? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to endure. And man, when it was like, yeah, we got to refill up, I was like, it was like a light had came into the van, like, oh. I was like, holy, I mean, it was like I had got to a point I could almost taste the shit. I had to go so bad, and I almost was like crippled. After I got out, I was like, oh. And I got to one of them rest stops. I flew to that thing. But yeah, I mean, that's the worst to either be in either a traffic situation that you don't have control over, or you're stuck in traffic, or you're on the bus or somewhere. Whoo, that is terrible. That is a terrible place to have to shit. It really is. So that's my third.
Okay. So I'm gonna, and this kind of goes off the bar one, but I'm gonna say a sporting event because you think a bar is foul.
Oh God, yeah, those stadiums. Oh
Yeah,
damn.
I don't really even need to elaborate. It's just
You just don't.
you will get a new perspective on the human experience, and yeah. Okay, I'm all set. Go ahead. Fourth pick.
Yeah. All right, fourth pick. I'm a little on tilt on this one. See, worst places. I'm lost on this one. I'm trying to think. I have very much. We covered them, like you said, bars, sporting events.
While you're thinking, I'll shoot off my honorable mentions here if you want.
Okay.
Church.
I was just thinking that a little bit. I was just like, I care, but I don't care. But go ahead.
It's not a specific place, but it's a real silent bathroom that has traffic, but it's real quiet. Because if you're really like getting it in, like you don't want, you know what I mean? You don't want that to be the soundtrack of the bathroom. You know, like so
the soundtrack. Speaking of that today.
Oh no, don't.
No, it ain't me. I went to the bathroom in one of the stalls. The dude had his shirt at the top of the thing. I was like,
man.
Damn, he must have said, man, this is going to get serious. And he took his shirt off.
Oh, boy.
I came in. I was like, is that his fucking shirt at the top of the stall?
He came in for battle.
Man, he's doing some serious shit, boy, literally. I was like, damn, that must be I didn't even get halfway through. I didn't even take a picture. It was like I had walked in, I seen the shirt, I was like, oh, I ain't even trying to smell that smell. Like, I just walked right back out. I was like, I'll go to the other one.
Oh boy.
Oh man, he had his shirt off. I was like, damn. That was some serious shit.
Sometimes you gotta do battle. That motherfucker's in there with war paint on and shit. Has a shield.
So Apocalypto, that motherfucker, young, you said he must have put on war paint.
Right, he came in there, he has gauntlets on and shit, he's ready.
I seen that shirt, I was like, man, that dude is some serious, he's serious as fuck with his. Damn.
And the worst part is you're putting yourself out there. Like everyone, like now, anyone that's gone in there that's seen your shirt, they're going to see you with said shirt on.
Yep.
That's when you just walk up to him the next day and give him a Purple Heart, and it's like, I appreciate your service, sir.
He said, give him a Purple Heart. Like, man, you was a bucket shit hero.
Right. Like saving Private Brown and shit.
My last place, I guess. Well, I mean, it ain't that bad, but at the same time, you don't want to have to go at this time at amusement park or something like that. Like you don't want to have to take a shit at Kennywood or Disney World. I mean, the bathrooms are cleaner, but it's just, I don't know. You don't want to have to do it, but
no. Hold on here. So you got a good one here because you think about it. what are the biggest like who's the biggest audience at an amusement park? It's kids. You know who usually is the grossest like humans alive? Fucking kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like
No, I
there's
mean
like
it's just harder to mask at that point, especially. It's been times that I've been riding like, and you got partners. It's like, okay, my daughter is there with her friend and they're riding, and then I'm with my son and I'm riding. It's like you have to take a pause, and they're like kids, you can't explain. It's like, yeah, I'm about to go to the bathroom. They're like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, and then they're like waiting, and they're waiting, and then when you come back like 10 minutes later, they're like, they knew what you had to do.
I'll
and you
I'll
can't
give you
hide it.
one better. I'll give you one better. You're going there solo or not solo. You're going there just with your kid. It's just you and your kid, and you're like, I can't leave you out. You have to come in with me.
Oh yeah, and you gotta just
Then and then the first person you're gonna see when you open that door is that kid just looking at you like,
really,
huh?
really.
This is my role model, guys. This is
Hey, like man, I'm gonna have bowels just like you when I get older.
ugh.
Tore up stomach and shit.
All right, so let's cover the draft and we'll get into the next one here. So my top pick was your pants. Then we went into in-laws.
In-laws, yep.
Then we went into school.
Cool.
And then we ended with sporting event. So
yeah,
all
yeah.
gross.
And
so
then your honorable mention was church.
Yeah, church. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say on a date, but
Whoa, yeah. Oh man.
that ends the date immediately.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. That's my 6 minute quick get in, get out. So I make it seem like or come back with the phone. So you can probably play that one off if it's a quick shit. Now, if it's one of those ones where, like you've ever had those shits where you get up and your body just don't agree. It's like sit your ass back down, and you got to like it makes you sit back down and do more. So it's like it forces you past that 6 minute rule. Yeah. That date is, no matter how much she says it's okay, it's not okay.
Mm-mm.
It is not okay.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, mine, porta potty, number one pick.
Yep.
Second pick was a bar, club. Third pick, in traffic. Last pick, amusement park.
Yep. Okay. So, let's cut that off. All right, draft number. Shit, we should have done that second because that would have been draft number 2. Oh man, that would have been perfect.
Draft number 2. Good one.
Yeah, I missed that. I missed the boat on that one.
Opportunity.
All right. So what do you got for us here? What are we doing?
Oh, what the hell? Okay, here we go.
No, okay. Yeah, you're still ugly.
I already knew that. that wasn't what I was surprised about.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you act like you were surprised. I'm like,
no, I seen something. Like I tried to look at this text message, and then all of a sudden it just went to Google. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay. Draft. Jobs. No matter how much you get paid, and you can be getting paid handsomely. Well, basically, these are handsome paying jobs that you don't want. Like, you don't want to deal with whatever comes with it. I'm going to start off with vital surgeon. So, brain surgeon, heart surgeon, I wanted to become a doctor, that's what I went to school to be, but I was going to be an orthopedic, something because I don't want to be in a profession where somebody could die at the hands of what I'm doing. I mean, and they get paid handsomely, don't get me wrong, but to be that person that I remember, Tiffany had said that, she has had to come out and talk to, the family and say, such and such has passed, so on and so forth, but to have to deal with that on a constant, I don't think I want. I don't care how much I get paid. I don't think I want to do it.
Huh.
You
I
would
don't know,
want to
man.
be. You would want to be an open heart surgeon or a brain surgeon.
I think it would just be such a cool, like, first of all, just seeing kind of what literally makes you tick. And knowing I have the responsibility of going in and fixing said problem. Now, obviously, so here's the thing. You're going into surgery because you're fucked up. So, your chance of survival is already not great because you need to get said surgery. I
Family don't see it like that. I mean, my ex had a bunch of aneurysms and they saved her life, but still her opinion as well as her mother's and her family's opinion is, she can't see out of one eye. So instead of thank God that I'm still alive, they still thinking that, the doctor's son had something to do with, her not being able to see. So it's like they still blame it as if not, I'm thankful that I'm still alive. I mean, saying that they are, but still upset with the doctor because of a side effect of what had happened. So it's almost like she's going to the grave blaming him for what happened during the surgery.
But I think those doctors go to sleep at night knowing that, yeah, that may have not gone well, but I was able to save, Jimmy, the 7-year-old that had an enlarged heart or whatever. I don't know. Like, I think that would be, I would take the good with the bad with that. But I get it. I understand it. It's not a bad pick by any stretch. All right. So number one pick on this side, president.
Yeah. Yes. I don't want the notoriety. I don't want to be blamed. You can't do anything.
You can't win. You can't do anything. Yeah, you get privy to all the government secrets, which congratulations. Good luck sleeping now.
Yeah.
You are like you hear nurses and doctors bitching about being on call. Motherfucker, you're on call for 25 hours a day.
Yeah.
That is your life now. And then when you're done, generally speaking, half the nation hates you anyway. So you can't do anything.
Well, I mean, that's one of those jobs where in job, you don't enjoy any of it. Like you don't get it. You can't enjoy any of it until it's over. It's like,
but then you can't even do that because knowing that half the nation hates you, you already have the notoriety, so you can't do anything. But then on top of that, you have the notoriety, which means you may get fucked up, even though you have Secret Service for the rest of your life. Cool. That means everywhere you go, you got an entourage, which some people may think that's fucking great. Okay. It's probably, I don't know. I've never had that, but I would assume that it gets real boring, real tired, real annoying, real quick. Because it's like, can y'all just leave me the fuck alone? Like, I kind of just scratch my balls. Like, that would be fucking great. But yeah, that's number one for me.
So even if they pulled out the suitcase and did the, remember I told you that's the suitcase opening with $5 million. Let it go.
No amount of money is going to make that, because that's at a crude. You don't. That's like being in the. That's like the legal mafia. Like, you can't get out. You're done. Like, you're a part of that fraternity now, and literally the rest of your life is now altered.
You're going down in history.
Yeah.
You are one of the, like, 50 years from now, when them kids learn who the presidents are, you're still going to get mentioned. I mean, yeah. Yeah. My second one would be, and this is just more of my personal type of thing.
That's the whole point of the draft, bub.
Yeah. Those people that, that build the skyscrapers and all of that.
Oh, yeah, that was on my
Like,
list,
I
man.
mean,
That was on
I
my
don't
list.
care how much you paying me. I'm not
Yeah.
up there. I'm sorry. I mean,
Yeah.
just looking down. I mean, all day, I would never get anything done because I'm so afraid. Like, and you can suitcase. I'm not taking it.
No, like one stiff fart, you're fucking done. Bye.
I'm not taking it, man. You could pay me a ridiculous amount of money, and I'm not taking it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to be said. Whether you're afraid of heights or not, that is a very fucking frightening idea. Like you talk about just being on scaffolding and just kind of like you think about what they did back in the day, where like safety was like not really a concern.
Like they didn't even give a fuck. Like now, they got like harnesses and stuff like that. Back then, it was just like if you slip, that's on you.
You see old timey pictures of these people literally sitting on a metal beam eating their lunch. Yeah. I'm like, the fuck?
Even when, in this city is very famous, the steel workers and all that, they were working around hot lava steel with almost no safety regulations or anything. Like,
it's amazing how much shit got built with like the absolute, like, just the absolute absence of anything that was safety related. It's just like
there wasn't no such thing as a safety or a health inspector. It was just
getting
like
paid $1 an hour and shit. Like, god damn.
Yeah.
And then just going home, say, "How was work, honey?" It's like, "I didn't die." It's like, nice. You lived a long.
She was like, nice.
Nice. Now go ahead on your chair and smoke your pipe.
Like, yeah.
Fucking A. Yeah, that's terrible. So I'm gonna go, and it seems like really not that big of a deal, but just what comes with it and everything that goes along with it. It sucks. Being a garbage man. Like, not only do you fucking...
And they say they get compensated pretty well. I mean, not
do.
that well, but at the same time, I think...
Like, knowing that you smell all the time, and literally your job is to pick up other people's garbage and ride around on the back of said garbage truck smelling that like...
And in the summertime, you just see maggots just everywhere.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah. And then in the winter, it's like you're literally on the back of a truck going up and down roads. It's like, that sucks. Like, how are we like, and it's wild because it's like, how are we that antiquated as a society? We haven't figured out a better way to do that at this point. Like, that seems like garbage trucks have been a thing.
Like, there should be a truck that's, if you can build cars that can drive themselves, I mean, you should be able to have I don't know
like
how
a fucking jet, like a fucking tube they got for the money at the bank and shit. Like, it just sucks it.
Like sucks it, like, and it just goes to like a landmine or
a landmine,
not a landmine,
landfill.
Garbage mine or whatever.
Now, with that being said, if you send that shit to a landmine, that would be pretty fucking cool too. But I digress. But yeah, like, how would we not have like some kind of fucking like subway waste tubes? I don't know, man. That just seems like everything else is digital, except we still got schmucks driving around on a garbage truck, picking up your garbage on a separate fucking day. It's like, what? And they don't even do that right. They like leave half the shit. Oh, it's fucking... Yeah, anyway. I don't like my garbage people. They're fucking lazy pieces of shit. But also, I mean, let's be honest. You're picking up garbage for a living. I can't imagine you're like stoked to be alive every day. So, get it.
Those aren't, the most bubbly people in the world.
No, but you know what Tiff does, and this is actually pretty cool. It just shows you who I married. Every year she gives them gift cards at the end of the year for Christmas. It's like, hey, thank you. This time they're not getting shit because they're fucking terrible, so you're not getting fuck all. So if you're here, if you're listening to this, you fucking idiots, be better. But
he said, if you're listening to this, you fucking idiots.
like Tuesdays are trash day, and Wednesdays are trash day, and every Wednesday afternoon I have to go down there fucking sweeping shit up with a broom and dustpan because it's like
they didn't get. Yeah.
Right. It's like, yeah, you saw the shit fall. You're wearing gloves. Pick it up, fucktard. Anyway. Yeah. So that was my number 2, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So my number 3. At first I was gonna say
Ooh, I got a good one. Yeah.
At first I was gonna say somebody like Taylor Swift, like an artist where you can't go anywhere and eat and all that. I think I can handle that. I mean,
hold on. There is a rule. We don't mention that bitch's name on this podcast.
I'm just saying, like a ridiculous celebrity that you can't go to the store, you can't do anything without being seen. I mean, that's bullshit. But I'm not gonna even go there. I'm gonna go with like some type of. I mean, I know it would be probably cool, but still, like let's suppose you're like a special ops.
Okay.
Navy SEAL or something where it's extremely dangerous. I mean, like you get sent on missions that almost every mission you can get killed on, but you're compensated very well. I mean, it's like, I don't know if I want to deal with that much danger every time. I mean, a job where you can die every time you get assigned. Like, I mean, that comes with the territory.
They coming for you.
You signed a disclaimer that says if you die on the job, you can't do shit. You can't sue. You can't do nothing.
Well, you're fucking dead. So yeah.
So I mean, it's not even like your family can go after. I'm talking about like your family going try.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, but yeah, those like a Marine. Like I wouldn't. I'm not a firm believer in the United States military. I mean, like, I'm not. Like an army, maybe I can do, but Marines front line, I don't care what they get paid. You're not sending me to Saudi Arabia or sending me to Afghanistan. I mean, not for a country that don't give a fuck about me. I mean, I understand I live here.
I was gonna say you're in America, so I'm sorry,
but I'm not.
That got political.
Yeah, I mean.
So basically, what you're saying is
I'm not kneeling and all that bullshit, and I'm not upset I live here because I understand that in the world for a black man, this is the best situation I do have. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and downplay that, but at the same time, I'm not going over proud like, oh, let me fight for this.
Right.
A country that enslaved my people for years, and hell no, I'm not fighting for that. No. Nope.
So basically, what you're saying is you're a communist pussy. Got it. All right.
It's a communist. Where you get commie out of that?
I don't, because you said America. I'm just like, I was just gonna call you a pussy. Then you went that way. I'm like, well, now I gotta add something more to it. So fuck, now I gotta think. All right. So what was your draft? What was your draft so far? Because we're doing 3 rounds for this, right? Because we're rounding the corner here.
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta hurry up. My draft was surgeon, brain surgeon or heart surgeon.
Okay.
What was my second one? That I don't want to. Oh, skyscraper, like the building the skyscraper,
construction, high rise deals.
Yeah, and some type of special ops or military type of situation. I don't want to be that dude on the front line where every job I do is a possible death.
No, that's fair. I mean, I'm busting your balls, but no, that's super fair. So what was my first pick?
President.
Oh yeah, it was president. Yeah, president. Yeah, okay. Because I only have 2 picks so far. So president and garbage man.
Garbage man. Yep.
So this is gonna say. I mean, I busted your balls for being a pussy. It was gonna make me sound like a pussy. Pest control.
Oh, you what? Like you rats and
No,
termites?
yeah, like all the creepy crawly. I do not want to fucking deal with that shit. Because I'm gonna
So
be
whenever there's like, oh, there's a bat in the house or there's a snake or something, you like, y'all get it.
no, I don't. So no, like that, I don't. That's fine. Like I don't mind that. That it is what it is. But like if that's my job to do that all fucking day,
Yeah.
nah, man, I am all set. Because I am like, you're dealing with 8 hours of shit jumping at you and crawling on you. Fuck that.
That
Terrible.
shit'll be in your dreams. You'll be fighting
Right.
shit and
Now, I will say this. I was doing some stuff on the porch this morning, and we have like a little kind of mesh fence because when we let the puppy go out on the porch, we had that. We got rid of that. And obviously lantern flies are everywhere here. And I was using like garden shears to get the mesh fence off. So I saw some lantern flies and I started cutting them in half with the garden shears, and that shit was cathartic. Oh my god, I was excited. And that sounds crazy and cruel, but if you don't
it's cathartic.
if you don't know what a lantern fly is, look it up.
If you don't know what a lanternfly is, I don't know where you've been the past couple months on this planet. I mean, I don't know.
Well, because I mean, they're not everywhere. So if you don't know what it is, look it up and then look up what the lanternfly situation in the Northeast is, and then you'll understand why
So they're
we are
only
just.
specific to the Northeast.
They're not specific to the Northeast per se, but it's pretty heavy out here. But they're not everywhere.
Okay.
So,
They probably can't survive everywhere. I mean, like down south in Arkansas, it's probably animals and dragonflies that eat the fuck out of them things.
hornets are eating them now. Hornets are eating them now because they're now competing for food. So there was a few days ago where I saw a hornet literally eating a lanternfly.
Damn.
It was nightmare fuel. I'm like, and like I saw the hornet rip its wings off. I was like, oh, y'all go hard in the paint, don't you?
You wanted to shake the hornet fly's little hand like, hey.
Right. I'm just like, I mean, if you're gonna do it right. But shit, this is violent.
But that's nature for you, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like the hornet ain't hungry enough to eat them. They're eating them just for the simple fact that they threatening their survival.
That's
like,
exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. He was sending
I
a
don't
message.
like you, but I'm gonna stamp you the fuck out because you are in my way.
He sent a message. He like in the animal world, he just fucking curb stomped him. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're wrapping up here. So let's kind of.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, like, let's save that last one to open up the next one because we are, as far as
it's only a few minute deal. I mean, I feel like it's just
okay, okay.
So yeah, it's nothing. Huh? Oh, the other. Oh no, the other. Yeah, the other part of the draft. Yeah, we'll do the other part of the. You're talking about the draft, right?
Yeah. Like, let's make it. Like, I ain't gonna say a cliffhanger, but let's like.
No. We'll do that. I thought you were talking about the promo thing.
No. I was talking about the other end of that draft. So the other end of that draft is.
We'll save that. Yeah, what is that going to be? So
that is pretty much. We talked about today about jobs that no matter how much money you get, you wouldn't want to do. So we're going to do the extreme opposite of that. Is pretty much jobs you'll damn near do for free that people don't pay enough for, or people that do things that they don't get paid enough for and that you deem important. So
okay,
only the opposite end. Yeah.
That's kind of like how we did. What was it, like best smells and worst smells?
Yeah,
like
worst smells, and then we tapered it for the next one. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the promo thing and get the fuck out of here. So, whether you were following us on the socials or not, I would suggest you start doing it because we are doing, the reels on the gram and putting the reels on Facebook and doing the same thing, putting those on YouTube. Once again, I mentioned it on football, and I'll say it again. Kevin Russell made us a bunch of different logos. Yeah, thank you very much,
That
Kevin.
shit is awesome. That shit, if for those of you who are watching, it's in your upper right-hand corner of the screen.
And, I put up all 10 color palettes and different variations of it. I put those all on Twitter. And on Facebook. So check them out. We're also going to use that for merch. So we're going to start kind of getting that going. So if you're interested in that, what you're looking to kind of get done, let us know. But we're doing a lot of things. We're just growing this as much as we possibly can, trying to take over the world. Waiting on the website to get made. That's more so on me. I do not have a PC. I have work PC, and so is the wife, but I'll be getting that relatively soon, so that'll be up and running. So that'll affect all the show notes. It's not going to be this long string. It's just going to be, hey, go to the website. So that'll be easier and prettier. But that's also where we're going to do the merch stuff at. So also. So I know we always ask for kind of draft ideas and things like that. I'm going to start asking questions in the reels and doing things like that. So, pay attention to that, because what we're going to do also is once a month, we're going to ask a question, and we're not going to tell you what podcast it's from. We're going to ask a question. It's going to be a trivia question almost. And whoever answers first gets whatever we feel like giving out that month. So, don't just, pay attention to what we're saying. Not all of our stuff is like crazy important, but, it gives you more reason to watch. And, we want to kind of give back if you're giving towards us. So that's
Yeah,
about all.
it's not like we're out here lecturing and we're telling you to find the answer. I mean, most of the time it's interesting material. So, do you recall hearing this on a certain podcast?
So, yeah, do you got any ideas you want to shoot out there, kind of in real time, off the cuff?
Not at this moment. No.
Okay. But yeah, just always trying to improve and make it better and make it more interesting. And like I said, we do have our full blown schedule. Unless something happens individually with our lives, then I will make a much better point to let people know, on like the shorts and the reels and things like that. So folks are in the know, so they're not just kind of wondering. So yeah, that's about all I got.
Yep. So I know we haven't done X's and O's, but we've been staying on schedule with the football. So we're actually doing more shows, but it seems like we're doing less a little bit. But
Yeah.
we're just doing the less as an X and O's, but we're still building the library. Getting things up and running and trying to propel them forward. So we're going to continue on all platforms. So appreciate everyone for continuing to support us and to watch us, and hopefully we just expand in the future.
I'm gonna keep working on my Cooper Cup look.
Your Hispanic look on the on the picture up above.
All right, well, let's say we'll call it a night, and we'll see everyone on football on Saturday.
On Saturday, will do.
All right, toodaloo, kiddos.
Deuce.